Hi, welcome to my channel, Decoupage D.I.Y with Joan-Marie Domino. I went to the Dollar Tree and I picked up some of these really cute easels, and I wanted to do a really nice patriotic sign for 4th of July. I'm going to be using Mod Podge and a nice selection of napkins, and I decided I'm going to do a set of coasters go right along with that sign. Now before I show you how to do this, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please give us a thumbs up. Drop in a comment. We love to hear from you. And don't forget to share with your friends, and then you'll be able to make things like this beautiful little sign and these cute little coasters, which, by the way, they don't have to be for drinks. You can also use them for little berry cups. Let's get started. We're going to need parchment paper because we're doing the iron-on technique. That's my Cricut iron. We're going to need a selection of napkins, 2 things because we have 2 different projects, and one is coasters, paintbrush, nail file. The other thing is the easel from the Dollar Tree, Mod Podge, and washi tape. Here's the easel I got from the Dollar Tree. And now when I was deciding on my sign, I wanted it to fit, of course, over the entire easel, but then I decided I actually wanted to be even bigger than that. And this is the napkin that I chose, and this is the backing I picked. It's a really nice cardstock. It goes really well with that napkin, which is too big, so we're going to have to cut that a little bit smaller. So I cut it down to this size. Well, now I will have a nice border of all the stars on that craft paper going all the way around that napkin. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we attach the napkin to the card. So now I'm going to get the card ready with Mod Podge. That's what's going to go onto the cardstock. That's how I'm going to adhere the napkin. And I'm going to be using the iron-on technique, which means that the glue is going to be dry. So what I did is I measured the top and the bottom using my ruler, just like that. After measuring the cardstock, I did a light pencil line on the top and the bottom, a 1/2 inch in. Okay, now I'm going to be using washi tape to mark that area off. And the thing about washi tape is that it doesn't stick to the cardstock, so when I'm done, I know I'll be able to pull it right off. So on the top, I'm putting it above the pencil line, and then on the bottom, I'm going to put it below the pencil line, just like that. And now we're going to get ready for the Mod Podge. Now we're ready to put the Mod Podge onto the cardstock. We're going to need 2 coats. We're doing the iron-on method, and it really works best to have 2 coats of Mod Podge on. Okay, so I'm going to put some Mod Podge into a cup, along with a piece of dried glue. We don't need that. We'll just get rid of it. All right, and I have a nice soft brush, and I'm just going to start to put the glue onto the cardstock. And remember, I have that washi tape there, so I don't have to worry about the glue going on a spot where I don't want it on my piece of cardstock, like that. Okay, and once it's all completely covered, you just want to give it a little time to dry. The first coat is dry, and now we're on to coat number 2 with the Mod Podge, and we're going to put it on the same way and wait for it to dry. Now, while I'm waiting for the second coat of Mod Podge to dry on the cardstock, I'm going to get started on my set of coasters. Now, I'm not painting them. I'm going to leave them in their natural color, and I'm going to be putting Mod Podge on the coasters as well. And I'm going to cover the entire, with the dried glue, I'm going to be covering the entire coaster. The first coat is dry, and now we're on to coat number 2. And we're going to do it the same way. We're going to put the glue onto the coaster and brush it on, and just make sure you pay attention to the edges. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do all the rest of the coasters. The second coat of Mod Podge is all dry, and now we're ready to use our iron to attach the napkin. I love this iron, this Cricut iron. I've been using it for a while now. I do have the link down in the description for the Cricut, and I have other items too that you can make purchases through. I love this iron. Look, it has 3 different heat settings, and that will turn green when it's all ready to be used. Okay, so now let's get the napkin ready. Here it is. We don't need the bottom layers. Remember, we're only using the top layer when we're decoupaging. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to kind of just place it on top of the cardstock, just trying to get an idea where it's going to go. And as I can see, the iron is ready. So let's take off the washi tape. We don't need it there anymore. And we're going to take it off the top, and we're going to take it off of the bottom. Now we could take our napkin, and we can see the line right there, so we know that we can line it up perfectly on the top and on the bottom, just like that. Okay, so we're mindful of the line, so we have it in the right spot. Okay, so now we're going to take a piece of baking parchment and we're going to put that on top. Now the baking parchment will protect the iron and it will protect the napkin, but since the iron does get hot, I have things, layers underneath. I have wood and I have an ironing pad. I want to make sure that all the surfaces are protected. Okay, the iron is green, so we're ready to go. So that dry glue is now melting with the heat of the iron, and now it's going to adhere to that card. All right, let's let it cool. All right, it's all cool and our little sign is almost done. So I'm going to take a scissor and we're going to cut off the excess napkin on both sides of the sign. When you're done cutting it, you may find there's still a little bit of napkin sticking out, and that's all right, because all you need to do is to take a nail file or an emery board and just gently on downward strokes, just remove all those little pieces of napkin. Now, in my quest for safety, the napkin slid on me, and now one side is actually wider than the others, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that next. I've trimmed up the little card, that's going to be our sign, and I'm ready to put it onto the easel. Now, I want to show you how this cardstock backing I used with the napkin, how you can see the little stars through the sheerness of the napkin. I really like that effect. Okay, so now we're going to put the glue, I'm using hot glue, onto the easel from the Dollar Tree. This was a fairly simple project. I mean, really, we're just about done with the sign, and then we're going to be moving on to the coasters. So this is not something that's going to take you all day to make, but it's really fun. All right, so we just want to make sure we have it in the right spot, and we're going to press it down like that. And then we want to put that off to side to cool and to set. And now we're going to do the coasters. All right, our little patriotic sign is all cool, and the glue has set. And it's done now. We can go on to doing our coasters. So here's the coasters. It has 2 coats of glue. That's dry because we're going to be doing the iron-on method on the coasters as well. So I chose a few different napkins, 4 different ones. I got these napkins from Vippies Designs. It had a nice selection of patriotic styles. As a matter of fact, the sign is also a napkin from Vippies. Now, I'm going to only be using 1 panel of each napkin per coaster. So I'm only going to need to cut off 1 square from each. I've cut out all 4 squares of my napkin, and on these 3, I've already removed the back plies. Because remember, with decoupage, we only use that top printed layer. Now, when I remove the plies, I put a little bit of Mod Podge on my fingers, and I kind of press up in the corner. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but generally they come right off. Okay, now we're ready to do the iron-on method. We're ready to put on our first napkin on our first coaster, which is going to be America the Beautiful. So I just want to line it up and make sure I have everything I want on top of the coaster. Nothing will get cut off. And we're going to iron it the same way, and the glue is melting. The napkin is adhering to the coaster. There you go. On to coaster number 2, which is our quilted star. And we're going to do the same method with the iron. Now let's go on to number 3, which is this really cute flag, and actually has lobsters and starfish on it. I love it. It's a really cute napkin. All right, and on to our last and 4th one, which is another really cute napkin. It has the patriotic flip-flops. All of the coasters are now cool, and we're ready to remove the edge, which we could do with the scissor, but I like to use a nail file. And all you'd have to do is take your file and go a downward motion like that, and you'll see the napkin pull away from the coaster. Can you see those lobsters? Oh, they're so cute. Okay, you're going to go all the way around. All right, we are now on to coaster number 2, and I'm using the same method. Coaster number 2 is done. Now coaster number 3 with the quilted star. Again, the same method with the nail file all the way around. And now last, coaster number 4. Same thing with the nail file. All 4 coasters are now done. I did the edges, looks nice and smooth and clean. So there is the flip-flop, there is the quilted star, and there it is. There is the flag, and there is the cute lobster. Now that our coasters are all done, we want to put some type of sealant on the top, and these are 3 that you could use. One is Mod Podge. You could put another layer or two of that on. You could use Duraclear as a sealant, and it's a low odor. And also there's Rust-Oleum, which you could also put on the top. Now, these are my summer coasters. So these are going to be for cool drinks and for decor that are going to go along with my little sign. The coasters are done. All we have to do is the backing. And what I like to use on the back of my coasters is cork. Now, I get this cork from Vippies Designs. It's cut to the perfect size and it's self-stick, which I love. It makes it so easy and quick to do the coasters. That's all there is to it, and your coaster is done. So let's do another one. Same thing. It's sticky, and put it down. And you know, as a tip, when you use coasters, you can flip them over and use the cork side. When you make these, they don't have to be coasters. You can actually put a magnet on the back and then get a little calendar pad, like this is one I got from Vippies, and there's a little self-stick strip in the back. You just peel off and stick it down, and then you could put it onto the refrigerator. It's a really cute gift. All right, so all of the coasters are done. And remember, I used one panel from each napkin. And there is our little easel sign. The easel sign came from the Dollar Tree. So this was a really quick and easy decor project. I hope my video has inspired you to try making a little sign like my patriotic sign along with a set of coasters. I hope you've been enjoying my little series of quick projects. I do have some tutorial DIYs coming up, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Decoupage D.I.Y. with Joan-Marie Domino. Give us a thumbs up. How about a comment? We love to hear from you. And please remember to share with your friends, and you can also join my group page. Thank you for watching.